These are the 5 mistakes beginners always do when they first start photography, and I'm going to tell you each of them starting right now. How's it going? I hope your day is going amazing, and if you clicked on this video, it's because you're interested in what the 5 mistakes every beginner photographer makes when they first start photography. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. So the very first thing that a lot of photographers don't do when they first get the camera is changing from JPEG to RAW. And the reason why you want to shoot in RAW format is because it has a lot more information in the photos, and you can pull a lot more detail out, manipulate the colors a lot more in post-editing, and it has just so much more information than JPEG. And a lot of cameras actually allow you to have JPEG and RAW at the same time. So when you take that one photo, you're gonna have 2 images when you go and export those photos. One will be in RAW and the other will be in JPEG. I could do a whole nother video on why RAW is better than JPEG, but all you need to know as of right now is JPEG holds a lot more information, so that file size is going to be a lot bigger than the JPEG image, and you could have a lot more freedom when you're editing in post. So go ahead and go in your camera right now and change it from JPEG to RAW. The second mistake photographers make is not shooting in manual. So shooting in manual is an amazing thing that every photographer should learn how to do with their camera, especially if you're first starting out. It's a great way to figure out how your camera works and figure out what everything does. So when you're shooting in manual, you have so much more control over your camera, like your shutter speed, your aperture, and your ISO. You can change all those settings super easily instead of having it on auto, where if you're shooting on auto, you don't know how that photo is exactly gonna be. And with manual, you could underexpose the photo, overexpose it. You could change everything that you need it to be for that shot that you're trying to get. Shooting manual is a great way for you to master your camera. Say you're out shooting street photography and you want to get the car going by, but you want to capture the motion of the car, you just change your shutter speed real fast, and then say you see someone walking and you want to capture them so still, you just change your shutter speed up to 1/2000th of a second or whatever you want to change it to, and you have the ability to do that very quickly if you have it on manual. If you're on auto, you don't have the option at all. It's really hard to change the settings in auto to match the scene that you're trying to go for. So go ahead and try shooting manual and see how it plays out for you. Try learning your camera, try mastering your camera. It's a great way to master everything and learn more about your camera. The third mistake beginner photographers make is not changing the perspective that they're shooting. Say they're shooting a building or something like that, and they just shoot at eye level, and they're not capturing the whole entire building that they're wanting. You gotta go to the ground, aim up at it, try different angles, try to get in front of a bush, try to create some depth. Just change your ways of capturing the subject that you want to capture, and just think of different ways to do it. Like getting low, like I said, behind the bush. Just really any way to show that subject in a new light, in a different light than you would usually see it. Because if you're shooting at eye level, that's super basic. Almost anyone could do that, even with their phone. So when you're out shooting, try changing your perspective. Don't just capture everything eye level, get down, try to capture the surrounding around you, try to show the foreground, but have it blurry and have your subject as the main focus. By changing your perspective, you can see your everyday location in a brand new light and find true beauty in that scene. The fourth mistake photographers make is not having enough SD cards on them. I cannot tell you how many times when I first started photography that my card got full when I went out shooting because the night prior, I forgot to clear my card and make enough space to go shoot that next day. So always make sure to have multiple SD cards with you. I say the safe number is having 2 extra cards with you. Since SD cards are fairly cheap nowadays, it doesn't hurt to have extras in your bag just in case it gets corrupted in your camera, something happens, or the card just gets full. So go ahead and go purchase a couple more SD cards. Cost you probably around 40 to 50 bucks. They're pretty cheap, especially when you can find them on sale. And make sure you have extra SD cards in your bag just in case something does happen. So you don't have to be that guy that has to go and export the photos and clear the card just to come back out shooting again, when you could just have an extra card on you, just pop it in real fast and you're good to go. The fifth mistake I've seen photographers make is shooting at the wrong time of day. Yes, thankfully there's no such thing as the wrong time of day to shoot, but there is at the same time. Say it's a clear blue sky day, sun's coming down, it's perfect, everything's nice outside, nice cold breeze, you're just enjoying your day, and you want to go take some photos. But when you're capturing the photos, the light is making it too hard for you to capture, so you have to crank your shutter speed, and it's just gonna be too dark and doesn't look too good because the shadows are gonna be too harsh, and those are gonna be very, very dark. So what you wanna do is go out a little bit after 4 o'clock, that's usually my sweet spot to start going out and shooting, is because the light's not gonna be so harsh, and you're gonna be able to capture a lot nicer images, since the shadows aren't gonna be super dark and everything's not gonna be shining off everything and the sun's not gonna be too bright. It's great to start at the time where the sun starts softening a little bit since it's going down on the horizon, the rays aren't so harsh and the sun's not coming down as hard. And a little bit before sunset, like an hour before, this is called golden hour. That's when the light is so soft and you could capture some great images that way. And that's what I like to do. I like to go out a little bit before golden hour so that way I get to my destination at golden hour and capture the images that I want to capture and not get such harsh lighting. And even during that time, you could stay a little bit after sunset and capture some blue hour shots. And between golden hour to blue hour, it's about a 2 hours time frame, and it's a great time to shoot and best time to get your photos and probably some of the best photos you may capture. Especially with the sky changing colors, you could capture some great sunsets, really anything. But if you're shooting midday, it's gonna be hard to capture the images that you truly want. And if you go out during golden hour time, you're going to be able to capture the image that you had visioned in your head. So that is the 5 mistakes beginner photographers make. If you guys did like this video, be sure to drop a like and comment down below if this video has helped you out in any way. I'm also going to have some links in the description box if you guys are interested in any accessories to help you with your photography needs, like a ND filter that will help you shoot midday so you can capture some amazing photos midday if you're a midday shooter and you want to try to master that, or extra SD cards if you're in the market for those. And be sure to subscribe if you are enjoying this type of content. And with that, that is the 5 mistakes beginner photographers make when they first start photography. And remember to keep creating, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.